All right, I am here with Shea Emry of the Montreal Alloutes, and he is such an amazing person. Not only is he an amazing athlete, but he's also a team player, and he is a role model for youth everywhere. He is a champion. He has 2 Grey Cup championships. That's amazing. But you know what? He also thinks of his team first and giving back to the community. Shea Emry is a difference maker. Shea, thank you so much for talking to us today.
Thanks for having me.
And so you're an amazing football player. Can you tell me, how did you have this vision or goal to be a football player?
I think just growing up, football was in my family. My uncles and my dad was a football coach. My uncles played, and we all played at the same high school. And my dad coached at my high school, and there's a lot of tradition and history at the school, and a lot of families come back and play. So I was the only person in my family to go back there and play, and so I took it upon myself and to get out there and do the best I could, and it led me to here.
That's awesome. Now, did you ever envision yourself having football as a career? Is that something you always dreamt of, and
Yeah.
Did you see it possible?
I definitely. It's funny. I have a school picture of me. I couldn't tell you what grade I was in, but it says pro football on it. And so, like growing up, I always looked at the old school pictures, and that was the one I always focused on, because I didn't play football as a young child, but I knew I was going to play in high school, and so it was just something that I always knew I was going to do. And you know, it was CFL or NFL. It didn't really make a difference. I just wanted to play professional football. I wanted to be the quarterback, but that didn't work out for me. But I'm having fun doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, you have an amazing career. You have, I think, over 120 tackles already in your career.
I couldn't tell you. I'm not much of a stats guy. I don't really get that many accolades, but I'm just, I'm out there. I'm trying to win the games, and like you said, I've been a part of 2 Grey Cup championships. I've been to a 3rd and lost in my first year. So just getting to those games and winning those games is the most important thing to me, because I can see what it does to families, and I can see how it brings everyone together, and it's such an enormous part in my life, and I know it's an enormous part in my teammates' lives as well.
That's right. And so as a football player, you're kind of like a celebrity. Well, I think he's a celebrity. And so with celebrity status, you get kind of like good press and a bad press. Sometimes we see players get bullied by the critics. And how do you take that kind of negativity? How do you just not let it bother you and just focus on the game?
Well, if you're calling me a celebrity, I think it's the D-list, but that's okay. I'll take it. But if you talk about dealing with the bullying of the media and stuff, I kind of, like as we talked earlier, I grew up being bullied, and just kind of like critics through high school. I went to an all-boys Catholic school. We were purple and gold, so if you can imagine, I drove a purple van. It was my mom's purple van. It was kind of funny, but dealing with that kind of criticism and the bullying that I experienced as a child, just kind of, it's like water off a duck's back. It really doesn't bother me anymore. It's almost a compliment. They're talking about you. Sometimes it's not in a good light, but if they're talking about you, it's a good thing, because you're in the public eye, and as long as it's some sort of positive thing and you're out there doing your job, you can't do anything about it.
That's awesome. And so you've grown into a person who's making a difference in this world. And I think you as a role model, as a football player, and not only as a football player, but as a team player. There are so many students out here that are being bullied, and they feel that they'll never see their dreams happen. Is there something that you could say to those students that really need that boost of encouragement, self-esteem boost, to help them know that it gets better and that they don't have to just focus on what's happening right now?
Well, basically how I treated it was I just kept working hard, and I found something that I loved to do, which was athletics. I was bullied as a child, and I just kind of figured out that I was bigger. I was faster. I wasn't necessarily bigger than everyone else, but if I worked hard and I focused on what I was doing, whether it be football, track and field, piano, music, drama, whatever it is, cooking, if you find something that you're passionate about, follow that vision, follow that dream, and it'll carry you through.
That's awesome. Now, I know that as a team, you guys work really hard, you train really hard. And so are there any moves or strategic plays that you have as a football player that you could equate to life? Like something that you would do that would help you know that you can reach your goals, no matter how hard it is?
Well, I think every football play is a miniature goal. You know, everyone needs to come together to achieve something that they're trying to achieve together. And if it doesn't happen, you know, you're going through adversity. Maybe you get a touchdown scored on you. Maybe you get blocked and you get knocked on your butt. But you got to get up. You got to come back the next play, and you got to knock him on his butt, or you got to go make the tackle, or you got to make the play. You got to make the catch. So every play is kind of like life, because you get knocked down in life, you got to get back up. And that's what's the great thing about football. That's why it's the best sport in the world, because it gives you so many life lessons on a daily basis. You got to work with so many people. You know, I have friends on my team from all over North America. You know, I played with a guy from Amsterdam a couple years ago who I'm best friends with still to this day. And you know, it teaches you so many things, to work with so many different people, and that's what's great about the sport.
That's awesome. And you know what? You can be a team player too. Shea Emry is making a difference in this world, and so can you. You are amazing. Thank you so much, Shea. I really appreciate that. One person can make a difference.
So can you.
Together we can change the world. Come on, put your game face on. Awesome. Thank you so much.